Thor: Love and Thunder is certainly not among the best Marvel movies of all time, but it still has quite a loyal fan base. It also tells the story of the Thunder God post certain events in the MCU. So if you'd like to get the full picture of the movie without getting lost along the way, then there are some Marvel films I recommend you watch before it, and I'll be telling you all about them in this video, what you need to know. With the release of Marvel's most recent box office success, Thor: Love and Thunder, the Marvel Cinematic Universe was once again expanded. In the eagerly awaited new movie, Thor teams up with King Valkyrie, Korg, and his former flame Jane Foster to battle Gorr the God Butcher, a killer from another galaxy who wants to wipe out all gods. The movie is yet another fantastic addition to the MCU, and as a part of the Disney Plus Day 2022 lineup, it has now joined the other MCU offerings. Looking for recommendations for movies and television shows to watch before going to see Thor: Love and Thunder? Here are the movies we suggest watching at least once before you see Thor 4 for the best viewing experience. Which films should I see before Thor: Love and Thunder? It wouldn't hurt to watch a few Marvel Cinematic Universe films again or for the first time before watching Thor: Love and Thunder on Disney Plus in order to get a full understanding of Thor's background in the MCU. Thor: The Dark World, Thor: Ragnarok, The Avengers, Avengers: Age of Ultron, Doctor Strange, Avengers: Infinity War, and Avengers: Endgame are some of the films we'd suggest watching. Given that the Guardians of the Galaxy do make an appearance in Thor 4, it might not hurt to also watch Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. In all honesty, there are many MCU films to see before Love and Thunder, but there are some that are must-sees. If we had to choose just 3, we'd advise you to watch Thor: Ragnarok, Avengers: Infinity War, and Avengers: Endgame before seeing Thor 4. These specific movies have a significant influence on the version of Thor that appears in Thor 4. What about Marvel television series? Are there any must-sees before watching Thor 4? Actually, you probably don't need to watch any Marvel Disney Plus shows if you just watch Thor: Love and Thunder. Not that you shouldn't if you have the time, but you'll probably get the hang of the new Thor installment with or without watching any MCU TV series. Everything fans need to know about the recommended MCU movies. Let's take a quick look at things you need to know about the movies we've recommended before you feed your eyes on Thor: Love and Thunder. What you need to know about Thor: Ragnarok. The 2017 superhero movie Thor: Ragnarok, which was produced by Marvel Studios and released by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures, is based on the Marvel Comics character Thor. The 17th movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it is the sequel to Thor 2011 and Thor: The Dark World 2013. Chris Hemsworth plays Thor in the Taika Waititi directed movie, which also stars Tom Hiddleston, Cate Blanchett, Idris Elba, Jeff Goldblum, Tessa Thompson, Carl Urban, Mark Ruffalo, and Anthony Hopkins. The screenplay was written by Eric Pearson, Craig Kyle, and Christopher Yost. In the movie Thor: Ragnarok, Thor has to leave the alien world Sakaar in order to prevent Hela, Blanchett, and the approaching Ragnarok from destroying Asgard. When Kyle and Yost started writing the script in January 2014, a third Thor movie was officially announced. That October, it was revealed that Hemsworth and Hiddleston would be participating. After Alan Taylor, the director of Thor: The Dark World, decided not to return, Waititi took over as the movie's director a year later. In order to adapt the 2006 comic book storyline Planet Hulk for Ragnarok, Ruffalo joined the cast and took on the role of Hulk from earlier MCU movies. The remaining members of the cast, including Blanchett as Hela, were announced in May 2016, and Pearson's participation was made public at the beginning of production in July. Principal photography began in Brisbane and Sydney, Australia, and ended in October 2016. The movie also had exclusive use of Village Roadshow Studios in Oxenford. As part of Phase 3 of MCU, Thor: Ragnarok had its Los Angeles premiere on October 10th and went on to general release in the US on November 3rd. Many critics believed it to be the best entry in the Thor franchise, and it won plaudits for its acting, Waititi's direction, action sequences, visual effects, musical soundtrack, and humor. It earned $854 million, making it both the series' highest-grossing movie and the 9th highest-grossing movie of 2017. On July 8th, 2022, the follow-up Thor: Love and Thunder was made available. The Avengers: Infinity War. All the information you need. The 2018 American superhero movie Avengers: Infinity War is based on the Avengers superhero team from Marvel Comics. It is the follow-up to the Avengers 2012 and the Avengers: Age of Ultron 2015, and the 19th movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It was produced by Marvel Studios and distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Benedict Cumberbatch, Don Cheadle, Tom Holland, Chadwick Boseman, Paul Bettany, Elizabeth Olsen, Anthony Mackie, Sebastian Stan, Denai Guerrera, Letitia Wright, Dave Bautista, Zoe Saldana, Josh Brolin, and Chris Pratt are among the ensemble cast members of the movie, which in the movie, the Avengers and the Guardians of the Galaxy tried to stop Thanos from obtaining the 6 super strong Infinity Stones in order to avert the extinction of half of all life on Earth. The movie's official title was revealed as Avengers Infinity War Part 1 in October 2014. The Russo brothers signed on to direct the movie in April 2015, and a month later, Marcus and McFeely agreed to write the script. The movie is based on Jonathan Hickman's 2013 comic book Infinity and Jim Starlin's 1991 comic book The Infinity Gauntlet. The name was abbreviated to Avengers Infinity War by Marvel in 2016. A sizable cast, including Brolin as Thanos, started filming in January 2017 at Pinewood Atlanta Studios in Fayette County, Georgia. Most of the actors on the cast were known from previous MCU movies. The film's production continued until July 2017 and was shot concurrently with its direct sequel, Avengers Endgame. New York City, downtown Atlanta, and Scotland all saw additional filming. The movie has one of the highest production costs ever, with a $325 to $400 million budget range. Phase 3 of the MCU began with the Los Angeles premiere of The Avengers Infinity War on April 23, 2018, and it was released in the US on April 27th. Brolin's performance, the visual effects, the action scenes, and the emotional impact of the movie all received positive reviews. The movie broke numerous box office records, becoming the highest-grossing movie of 2018 and the 4th highest-grossing movie of all time, both globally and in the United States and Canada. It was the 4th movie and the first superhero movie to cross over $2 billion worldwide. What you need to know about Avengers Endgame. The 2019 American superhero movie Avengers Endgame is based on the Avengers superhero team from Marvel Comics. It is the direct sequel to Avengers Infinity War 2018 and the 22nd movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, both of which were made by Marvel Studios and distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, Jeremy Renner, Don Cheadle, Paul Rudd, Brie Larson, Karen Gillan, Denai Guerrera, Benedict Wong, Jon Favreau, Bradley Cooper, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Josh Brolin are among the ensemble cast members of the Anthony and Joe Russo directed movie. In the movie, the Avengers surviving members and their allies try to undo the damage Thanos inflicted during Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War Part 2 was the title given to the movie when it was first revealed in October 2014. However, Marvel later changed it. In April 2015, the Russo brothers joined as the film's directors. A month later, Marcus and McFeely signed on to pen the script. The movie wraps up the plot of the Marvel Cinematic Universe up to that time and puts a finish to the story arcs of several key characters. The plot brings back familiar faces and locations from the whole franchise while revisiting several scenes from earlier movies. At the Pinewood Atlanta Studios in Fayette County, Georgia, production commenced in August 2017 and concluded in January 2018. Additional filming was done throughout the metro and downtown Atlanta districts, as well as in Scotland, England, and the state of New York. In December 2018, the official title was made public. The movie has one of the highest production costs ever, with a budget of $356 to $400 million. After watching these recommended MCU movies, you can get a better grasp of Thor: Love and Thunder. However, if you don't have any time to waste, you could just read about them and jump into the movie right away without watching any prequels. So guys, have you seen Thor: Love and Thunder? If you have, why don't you tell us what you think about it? And if you enjoyed watching this video, kindly like and share it so your buddies can watch it too. One more thing, subscribe to our channel and tap the notification bell to keep getting more interesting content like this. Thanks for watching and see you next time.